name's Rob Sherwood and my company is DSL Accounting. I've been an accountant all my working life, so I fully understand the requirements of the inland revenue, but I've also been involved in your industry, direct selling, for the last 20 years. So I speak your language and I fully understand how you go about building a business and all that kind of thing. I'm here therefore tonight with a dual qualification, accountant and distributor, because I was that for some time as well, to talk to you about tax and accounts. To me, the direct selling is about 3 journeys going in the same direction, and may I tell you, very exciting journeys too. It could be absolute life-changing journeys for some of you, honestly. Really is as good as that. So the first of the journeys is understanding the products or the services which you're required to bring to market, and that you will do over the course of time. New products are coming out and new services from your companies all the time. And the second journey is with the help of your sponsor and the upline is to build a successful business yourself. And I know some of your uplines are really, really good teachers, so that shouldn't be a difficult task either. And the third journey is the one you'll come with us in our car along the tax and accounting route. So, whilst you get in the car with us to go on the tax journey, you carry on and start building your business as quick as you possibly can. In the car with me then on the tax and accounting side, first thing we come across is a red light. So, that means you've got to register the business as far as tax is concerned. And you can do this as an individual, sole trader, or as a partnership. And if already you're registered as a self-employed in some other capacity, you don't have to do that again. You can do that by filling out paper forms, you can do it online, or you can even ring up a number and do the details that way. Once you've done that registration process, then you're up and away as far as business is concerned. But you move forward and you come to the amber light. Now the amber light means you're now going to go and collect a whole lot of expenses. The expenses in a self-employed capacity are so much greater than they would be if you were employed. If your boss required you to work at home, you would get a paltry £3 a week allowance, something like that. But with being a self-employed, there's a whole list of expenses you claim from the products that you're going to bring to the marketplace, to the training costs you're going on, courses you're going on, anything like that. You're using your home as your office, so you're entitled to make some of the claims for home. And don't forget, your home's there anyhow. You're now converting what was private costs into business costs, which is great. Same with your car. You're using your car for business and other forms of travel, staying in hotels, having meals. As far as business is concerned, all of that cost can be claimed for. You're using your telephone for business and your mobile. You've got printing costs, business cards, letterheads, all that kind of stuff can be claimed. And you're buying office equipment, you're buying office furniture, you're buying PCs, laptops, iPads, all of that can be 100% claimed. And then you've got family members who might even work with you in the business. You've got kids, you're paying them some pocket money to help you take messages, take telephone calls and so forth. So let's take little Johnny, aged 13 or 14 years old. You're paying him £10 a week. Why did you call £5 of that a living wage? £250 off your tax bill. Now, the only requirement is that little Johnny has to be the age, so if he's 13 or 14 years, absolutely fine, but don't claim if he's 13 or 14 months lying in his cradle. Okay. So then, that's the amber light, and having gone through that one, you move forward now to the green light, which is really the claim for your tax refund. Okay. How do we go about getting that? Well, the refund depends upon 2 issues. First, that you have more expenses than income to claim for. Well, you will do because you're starting off sometimes using what you've got already. You've got your home, you've got your car, you may have a PC already. All of those can go into the company as expenses. In addition, you've got the other ones I mentioned as well. So adding up all those expenses and comparing it with the income, which is going to be good, but starting off by finding new customers, recruiting people in due course, it's more than likely that the expenses will exceed the income. That's one. The second point is that you're already paying some tax. You've got a job, you're paying tax under PAYE, and if you've given up a job to come into the company, well actually we can go back up to 3 years and look for when you were paying tax. And if you're at retirement age, you can do exactly the same thing with a pension when tax is deducted. And then by doing an offset of the expenses against the tax already paid, we'll claim some of that back. And when I tell you that actually we're getting back something like £1 million a year for our clients, it's very serious money. Make sure you get your fair share. Now you might be saying to me at this stage, well, I actually never worked and never paid any tax. What happens to me? Well, all is not lost by any means. You carry your expenses forwards until the day when you would be paying tax, a couple of years' time maybe down the road, and then you can offset the expenses accumulated against the income for that year and so reduce the tax bill. So one way you get a refund, other you pay less tax in the future. And of course there's a third option, which is actually to register as a partnership, and then you allocate the expenses to the partner who earns more money and pays more tax outside the business, and therefore you can increase the refund that way. The only requirement of that the Revenue instituted some years ago, which is easy in our industry, is that each of you would have to work for at least 10 hours a week. Well, since our work is after hours, weekends and so forth, that's not a difficult thing to achieve at all. So, fuel for the journey. What about fuel for the journey to get you on your way? Well, we've created 2 products that really would help you. I have here in my hand, I have a DSL Accounting Starter Kit. Now that is like a Bible to the industry. It includes all the expense details I'm talking about, how you register, how you start, all that kind of stuff. And at the back end of that, you'll find a 20-25 minute audio CD, like a question and answer. And that really helps you on your way. It only costs £10. Again, that's a claim against the tax. And then the other thing, which is a bit more generic, is a book I've written, Tax Without Tears. And that is for anybody who's self-employed and works from home. So it's got the same details, but in a bit of a broader way. And the third fuel for the journey, which we can give you, is coming down to our offices in Leamington Spa for some training. You can come for a 2.5 hour course. There's no charge, and then we will, in that time, tell you exactly what you have to do. We can even go through the forms to register you for tax purposes. So now, HMRC is no longer an issue. You're off on your journey. In fact, HMRC to us now becomes not Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, but how is my refund coming along? And as you progress on your journey, you can accelerate, if you like, with coming to grips with things like VAT. Will help you through that process, and eventually you get to the top of the tree and you're earning some really, really serious money. And let me tell you, there are some extremely serious incomes in this industry to come across. And we help you then with your tax planning and limited companies, maybe dividend income and all that kind of stuff. So it's a very exciting journey from the very beginning to register and then claim your tax refunds through to the very top end when there's serious money, and we can make sure that you only pay as much tax as you should. So you finally come then to your journey's end, which for some people can be financial independence. Wouldn't that be wonderful? The rest of your life you don't have to worry about anything like that. Or you might have less ambitious a route, but equally, that's what we want, is have more money coming into your family every month to pay for holidays, school fees, other things like that. And all I can say to you is DSL will be with you, whichever your journey is, all the way to the very top. So thank you for listening. Now to contact us, either for the products or advice, here are our details. DSL Accounting, our telephone number is 01926 422 872. You can email us at info@dsla.biz, B-I-Z, info@dsla.biz. And I wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you for listening.